Yo, what's going on? Chavo Guerrero Jr. here, giving a big shout out to Wrestling Rehab. Keep watching, keep listening, and viva la raza.
Órale. Órale, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout outs to all the junkies out there. What is going on, Richard? Richard, my man, dog. I got to talk to my boy, Richard, man. What's up, Andres? Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, the news has been coming in all day, and we'll definitely touch on that. I'm gonna dedicate a video to him specifically, but I do want to talk about him a little bit. So first of all, Pablo is not gonna be. Actually, let me send him an invite just in case, but he's not gonna be here because he's too I don't know. He's too destroyed, man. He was such a Sid Vicious fan. He's too hurt, man. He's too destroyed. Right now he's crying, chewing on a pillow, so you know what I mean? So he's too he just can't do it. He just can't do it, man. I'm over here, making a joke out of it, though. Maybe it's not right. But anyway, nah, he got his priorities all jacked up, Shout out to my boy Pablo, though. One day he'll get it right. Anyway. Um, Quite a few things to talk about, but yeah, let's go ahead and let's talk. Let's start with that. Let's start with Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid, Sid Justice. He always had a couple of different aliases, but it was always with Sid, right? I remember hearing Psycho Sid. I remember hearing Sid Vicious. I remember hearing Sid Justice. I remember, having those names. Look, um, I'll be real with you guys. I thought he probably could have done a little bit more in his career, and maybe it wasn't even his fault how he was used. Team Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, the real chief. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'll tell you guys this, man. If Dirty Dominic, if he keeps doing what he's doing, that kid is going to be something special. Heck, he's already up there. He's already carved a name for himself. But we'll get to that in just a second, man. Let's talk about Sid for a while. I was never really that big of a WCW guy. I kept up with it, especially during like the Monday Night Wars and stuff like that. Um, but it just always kind of looked cheap to me for one reason or another. I don't know, man. I mean, even when my favorite wrestler, Bret the Hitman Hart, when he went over at WCW, or as Ted Turner called it, WCW, it still didn't get me to go over there. I would glance over there a little bit here, a little bit there. Hogan was over there, when Razor and Diesel went over there. And I did see Sid over there. I'm just going to call him Sid because he had a different few names. Like I said, he always had the Sid, S-I-D name, but there was always Psycho Sid, Sid Vicious, Sid Justice. So we'll just go with Sid. And I was like, okay, Sid, cool. He's there. He's a big dude. But nothing really stood out, at least to me, about him. He was just, a big guy, kind of in the middle of the pack. I was never really like a huge fan of his, or I never really felt one way or the other with him. To me, he was just kind of there. I'll tell you guys this. The time that I thought the time that he mattered the most to me, okay, not to everybody else, but to me personally, was WrestleMania 8, circa 1992. They were supposed to have Hulk Hogan. What's up, Shadow? They were supposed to have the immortal Hulk Hogan go up against Ric Flair, right? I remember they even had a panel of who they were going to have, and they were all sitting down. And when it was announced that the immortal Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster, which by the way, man, he's got himself into some hot water again, um, that he was going to go up against Ric Flair at WrestleMania 8, I remember I was like, okay, cool. Yet that match never happened at WrestleMania 8. Instead, it was him versus Sid, may he rest in peace. And it was Ric Flair versus the Macho Man. Now, to me personally, WrestleMania 8 is one of the worst WrestleManias ever. That's to me personally. I remember Sid being pissed off and talking about how come he didn't get the match. Is it because Hulk Hogan is a movie star and he's not? You know, all this stuff, man, right? Keeping a kayfabe and all. And they went ahead and they put that match together. Now, that match ended in disqualification. It was the very last match at WrestleMania 8, but it ended in disqualification because Papa Shango, a.k.a. the Godfather with the Ho Train, he came down and got involved. And then the Ultimate Warrior comes down and starts clotheslining mofos out of the ring. Hulk Hogan, new favorite song is Blame It on the Alcohol. Hey, man, I'll tell you, dog, the Hulkster. Man, the Hulkster. So that was kind of for me personally, Holmes. That was the biggest moment of Sid for me, that I was really engaged in his career. Now, he went off, he left WWF at that time called WWF, and then he came back, and then I remember he was champion. He did become champion. I think it was WrestleMania uh 13. He defended the title, something like that. He bounced around back and forth, man. And from what I understood, he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy with the way that he was being utilized. He wanted to be utilized a little bit better. And I could kind of see that, dog. You know, he's a big dude, Holmes. You know, they never really used him as a giant unless he was wrestling jobbers. But there's nothing really, again, I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying there was nothing really about him that really stood out to me. You know, he definitely had the power bomb. And yeah, like I said, I would glance at WCW every now and then and I'd catch him there. What's up, Bessa Benny from the Fox State? Yeah, man. Remember when he broke his leg? No, man, I did not remember when he broke his leg. He was better in WCW. I'm sure he was, Shadow. I'm sure he was. I caught a little bit of his WCW career. Because in WWF, at that time, it was called WWF. Yeah, they didn't really use him all that well. And to me, like I said, man, he was just kind of like, you know, whatever. It's just if he's there, he's there. He's not, he's not. You know, I didn't really have strong feelings about him one way or the other. Like, oh man, you know what? He needs to come back, or you know what? He sucks. They need to get rid of him. I didn't have any feeling like that. It was just like, hey, it's cool. He's here. He's here. Oh, he's not here. You know, whatever. So, but I do remember, you know, he was champion, but he never really had that strong reign as champion. And man, dog, I didn't know he had cancer. I really did not know he had cancer. There was too much talent to stand out. Yeah, that could be. That could be. But see, I would say this: somebody like Diesel, Big Daddy Cool, right? Like he stood out to me. He stood out to me. Sid Vicious or Sid Justice, whatever, you know, Psycho Sid. He was just kind of like whatever. I don't want to, you know, rain on the guy's, you know, grave, but maybe he was he was a heck of a lot better in WCW, man. But nonetheless, man, it sucks, dog, because you know he was what 63, I think it was, Can anybody fact check me on that one? I think it was 63. But in wrestling years, homie, that's like 83. You got to add like 20 years to a wrestler's years, man, because damn, the punishment that the body takes. And he definitely he stands out. I know I said he didn't really stand out to me, but I'm saying he stands out because you will remember him. I just don't remember many memorable moments of him. So that's what I'm trying to say. I definitely remember him. I just couldn't tell you many memorable moments of him outside of WrestleMania 8 when he faced Hulk Hogan. And it all started at the Royal Rumble where, you know, Sid eliminated the Hulkster, then the Hulkster, grabs Sid and then brings him out, and that led all up to their match. Let me see. Kevin Nash stood out because Shawn Michaels and the Click, so he got more airtime. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. I mean, look. Oh, you know what? You know what, Shadow? Gracias for bringing that up, because now you just brought another memory up. For those that don't remember, once Shawn Michaels got rid of Diesel, Big Daddy Cool, Sid became like the new, finger quotes bodyguard of HBK. I don't know if people remember that. As a matter of fact, Sid actually turned on HBK. HBK came back and had a match with him. I remember that. But to me, the most memorable moment will be WrestleMania 8 against the Immortal Hulk Hogan when Papa Shango and the Ultimate Warrior both came out at the very end of the match. But look, nonetheless, man, like I said, I didn't know he was struggling with cancer. I had no idea. Man, may he rest in peace, man. May he rest in peace. That's for sure. So, like I was saying, he is memorable. I just don't really have many memorable moments of him. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but nonetheless, man, we lose another one in the wrestling family. Shout outs to Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid, Sid Justice. Shout outs to Sid, man. RIP to him. I do remember his power bomb was pretty vicious. I will say that. But I just like Kevin Nash, man, his jackknife, he would have you over one shoulder. I kind of like that a little bit better, as opposed to having one leg over one shoulder. Big Daddy Cool would just, I think he would go put you over his right shoulder and pow, dog. But hey, man, yes, rest in peace to the vicious one. Uh, well, oh, man, you know what? Now these memories are coming back. Okay, it was on WCW that I did catch it with Mean Gene Okerlund, where Mean Gene, you know, this sucks. So I'm to remember shit like this, dog. But hey, nonetheless, it's a memorable moment, dog. So he's cutting a promo backstage, right? Sid, I don't know who he was supposed to face or who he was talking smack against, but he started talking masa, right? As you're supposed to. I forgot about who, right? But he's about his opponent. And then he messes up. He's all like, oh man, sure. Then goes to Mean Gene. He's all like, can we do that again? And then Mean Gene's all like, we're on live. Oh, dog. Pobrecito, homie. Dude, he thought that he was pre-recorded, homie, where he broke kayfabe and he told Mean Gene, "Oh man, let's do that again." And Mean Gene had to tell him, "Right there, dog, on air, we're live." Hey man, rest in peace, Sid. Thank you for being part of the business, and we're all family, man. At the end of all this, man, in the wrestling world, and Whether people have a lot of memories about you or very few memories about you, whatever they remember about you, gracias. And may you rest in peace. And not only that, man, but this is a time, dog. I don't know how old everybody is, but for those that are, I don't know, maybe 35 and up, the wrestlers that if you're watching wrestling since a kid and you're, I would say, 35 and up, we're getting to a time where we're gonna lose a lot of the, you know, legends that we idolized growing up. When we're all jackass little kids wrestling, saying like, "Oh, you know what? I'm the Ultimate Warrior." Well, I mean, the Ultimate Warrior passed away, but I'm Hulk Hogan. I'm Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I'm this. I'm that. I'm these guys are at an age that they're you know they're living on their last days, man, and I would say like in the next 5 years, we're really gonna start losing a lot of these guys, man, that put themselves through the ringers, um, that we all grew up, watching and idolizing, and it's gonna suck, dog. It's gonna be sad, but that's why you really gotta enjoy the moments, while they're living large, right? I think somebody of like Shawn Michaels. And I'm like, man, Mr. WrestleMania, and all the matches he had and everything. And you see him now. He's a little up there. He's a little up there in age. He doesn't move as good. I see Booker T. I'm like, damn, the last time I saw him walk down to the ring at the Royal Rumble, I'm like, man, he had trouble walking to the ring. Let me see. I have seen Sid a couple of times. What's up, Richard? Let me see. I've seen Sid a couple of times. He was so loud in the ring, people would be chanting, "We can't hear you." Oh man. Yeah. So a lot of these legends, man, that we grew up watching. You guys gotta remember, once a wrestler hits 50 years old, you know, to the normal human being, they're actually more like 70 years old because of all the punishment they took. So, yeah, man, we're getting there. We're getting there. I mean, man, we lost Razor Ramon. That was a legend. Oye, Chico, I'm gonna carve you up, right? So, man, dog, just prepare for that, man. Play wrestling. I remember in uh making the Primo Gold Dust. Orale. Or Disco Inferno. Oh, man, you ain't right, Shadow. You ain't right, dog. Your Primo must have been younger than you. You're a bully, Holmes. You're turning your Primo into Gold Dust or Disco Inferno. Come on, dog. Shadow's over here a bully, homie, to his Primo, dog. Damn. Hey, but nonetheless, um, Sid, rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace. And we will see you in the wrestling heavens up above, man. So, Sergio, I was. That ain't right, dog. That ain't right. Hey, Holmes, I want to interview your primo, Shadow. I want to interview your primo, dog. All right, so let's move on to a couple of things that are going on, dog. So tonight on Monday Night Raw, first of all, I'm over here in the hotel, right? And the TV is out, dog. Their signal or whatever. They're saying they're working on it, but it's out. I'm like, damn it. So I'm not even sure if I could watch Raw tonight. I might need to catch the replay tomorrow. And I'm like, hey man, I think I'm a good person. You know what I mean, dog? Like I don't steal, I don't cheat, I pay my taxes. I do everything I'm supposed to do. Why do these things happen to me, dog? Like, come on, man. But anyway, tonight on Monday Night Raw, we got Bo Leave, Uncle Howdy, making his in-ring debut against Shorty G Chad Gable. Is anybody excited for that? I have been downplaying the Wyatt Six. At first, when they were coming around, I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, okay, let's see if this works. Bray Wyatt's gone. May he rest in peace, right? But let's see if they could keep his legacy, living on. And they came up with this Wyatt Six, and I was like, all right, I'm giving it a chance. I'm giving it a chance, definitely. But as it kept going on, dog, I don't know, man. It's falling flat. It's falling flat, and the main guy is Bo Dallas as Uncle Howdy. So when the rest of the Wyatt Six had their in-ring debut, I mean, it was all right. It was nothing special. I don't want to say it completely sucked, but it was, it was okay. Not enough for me to be like, oh man, heck yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, nah, Charlotte, dog. It was just okay. So now let's see what Uncle Howdy, the main guy from the Wyatt Six, let's see what he has to offer. Because in all reality, tonight, Chad Gable, Shorty G, my guy Shorty G, he's a damn good wrestler. Whatever anybody wants to think about him or his character, you could think whatever you want about him, but he's a damn good in-ring performer. Okay. If Uncle Howdy, aka Bo Leave, if he does not impress tonight, I'm telling you guys, that is the beginning of the end of the Wyatt Six. Because the others of the Wyatt Six that had their in-ring debut did not really impress. They didn't really let down either. That's what I'm saying. It was just kind of like the middle of the road. It was just kind of okay. But now you got the main guy. So he's going to have to really impress. This is really going to have to be worth it if they want to keep on going forward with this faction, because it's really starting to fall flat. Let me see. Richard. For me, after the intros, I check out for now. Wow. Yeah, man. So, I will be keeping an eye on that match. I was going to say tonight, but maybe not tonight. I might have to watch the replay tomorrow just because they can't get it together over here. Why do these things happen to me? Why, man? I changed my life around. I'm a good person. I'm a good human being, damn it. I can't watch Monday Night Raw. At least not tonight. It's cool. I steal my neighbor's cable, so I'll watch it tomorrow. So yeah, man. Bo Leave is definitely gonna have to impress. Okay. If he does not impress tonight, that faction is gonna be into some serious trouble. There's lack of personality. These VHS tapes can only take you so far. And because your faction is what they are, where you guys are supposed to be like, I don't know, kind of dead, I guess. It's a little bit hard to show some sort of personality, but you're going to have to show it some way, somehow. So I don't know if you need to bring in some sort of manager, the way The Undertaker had Paul Bear, or something to be your personality. But Uncle Howdy's really going to have to impress tonight. If not, this faction is going to go under. This faction, honestly, man, I've been saying it since what? A few weeks ago, maybe months. I'll be surprised if this faction makes it to the Royal Rumble. It might dissolve by the end of the year. But we'll see tonight. Moving forward, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I saw SmackDown, right? And I'm seeing what's going on over there with the tribal chief. right? The real tribal chief, not that little freaking blonde head Teletubby looking fake tribal chief. No, I'm talking about the tribal chief, this tribal chief. You see that little blonde headed trading bastard behind him, acknowledging the real tribal chief, right? Um, I see what's going on over there, and it's okay, and it's really just only okay because Roman Reigns is there. If not, it would suck. When Roman Reigns, before Roman Reigns came back, I really couldn't care any less on what these fools were doing. I really couldn't. Now, my boy Pablo is all about Jacob Fatu, which is fine. So be it. I guess I'll give him a chance. I mean, these whatevers. I get. Oh, well, okay. Let me put it like this. It's better with Jacob Fatu in there as opposed to him not being there. I'll definitely say that because the other two dudes that look like twins, I don't know their names and I don't even really care. I think Tama Tonga or Tom, I don't know. Don't care either. Jacob Fatu, at least he stands out. So it's better with him there than without him, right? And as it stands right now, Roman is all alone. He's by himself. Nobody's coming out to help him out. Nobody. So, when he's OTC, original tribal chief, he's got nobody backing his play right now. That's why I'm like waiting to see who's going to come out with Roman Reigns. Is it going to be Jimmy? Is it going to be Jay? There are rumors that Jay Uso is thinking about going to AEW. Reason being because he's a baby face and he's over. And by the way, junkies, he really is over. He's one of the most over baby faces there is in the business. Yet they're not really utilizing him that well. Now, do I believe he's going to go to AEW? No, I just think he's probably flexing a little bit. I think he's just flexing his muscle because I think he does have that coming where he could say, hey, Holmes, check this out, man. I'm over. I got everybody over there, you know what I mean? Yeet, 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 whatever the heck that's supposed to mean. So I think he's got a little bit of muscle that he could flex and be like, hey, Holmes, use me a little better. Give me a little bit more TV time. Give me a meaningful program that you got to put me in, man, against somebody who's relevant. And I think he's earned that. Now, do you put him back with Roman Reigns? Because if you put him back with Roman, he's going to be under Roman. So I know everybody's doing this. Oh, you know what? The Usos, they're going to, link back up with Roman Reigns. Okay, cool. So be it. Just know that you're going to be under the tribal chief because everybody acknowledges the tribal chief. Unless you just have Jay just show up every now and then on SmackDown to back up Roman, but then you put him back on Raw and he does his thing over there. But the story, the true story that is really capturing my attention. Oh, you guys see the thumbnail? Yeah, you guys see the thumbnail. And that is Dirty Dominic Mysterio. By the way, I'm so glad. I'm proud of that kid. I am, man. I'm proud of that kid. Exactly what I said he should do, he's been doing. Lean into it. Now you got the ring announcer announcing his name as Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Yes, lean into it. Everybody's calling you Dirty Dom. Lean into it, homie. Lean into it. Cool, call yourself Dirty Dom. Embrace it. And he is. He's become a cheating, conniving backstabber, dog. He has become must-watch TV. The storylines that he's in, you may hate him, but I can't find anybody who doesn't care about him. And I've been to a show where he showed up. And when that mic gets close to his mouth, man, dog, the arena erupts with boos. And it is badass. Liv Morgan was standing right next to him last week. And she called, right? Dirty Dom has his arm over his new squeeze, his new hyena, his new chick, one little dirty Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan calls mommy the B word. And what does Dirty Dom do? With a smirk on his face, he's all, I love it when you talk dirty. This kid is gold, man. This kid is gold. With that mullet haircut, with that stupid, ugly mustache, this kid is gold. Man, that mustache looks horrible. But that's perfect. And this kid knows how to wrestle. One of the best frog splashes I've seen in a long time. Liv Morgan, I would say her character has grown more than her in-ring ability. Even though I do believe she's become a better in-ring performer, I think her character is what's grown a heck of a lot more. Anyway, guys, Monday Night Raw is kicking off. I still can't see it, so I'm going to go downstairs and complain. And I'm going to tell them, don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? What? You watch Wrestling Rehab? All right, man. But damn, yeah, it's still not on. Damn it, man. How do these things always happen to me? Son of a bastard. All right. Cholo Trucker, Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies. Catch you guys on the next one.